Well, hey there, all you property preservation maniacs. How's it going? This is Chuck Taylor with the Taylor Shop coming at you again with another vlog. And I thought this week, I'm going to talk about what you value the most. And I'll get to that in a second. I just wanted to say that I want to apologize for not getting vlogs out faster. This year alone, 2016, and we're just now in April. This has been the busiest start to any year we've ever had in the last 10 years, which is wonderful. It's phenomenal. I love all the positive feedback. I love all the extremely the positive feedback coming from the nationals, the servicers out there. We've been getting tremendous positive feedback and referrals from some of the biggest, largest nationals out there for the services that we provide, the updates that we complete, and how we do it. They're seeing a dramatic decrease in reopened orders. Contractors are seeing a dramatic increase in bid approvals, especially large dollar ones. We just had a $20,000 PNP bid approval, which in PNP that's not very common. We do get our guys get a lot of large dollar ones, but getting one for like 20 grand is pretty good, and that can be determined because of proper verbiage, proper bidding, and making sure all that information is accurate and correct and all of it's there the first time. But so that's great. That's a great plus for us. I mean, hey, I'll take the attaboy. I'll pat myself on the back. We all know this is a thankless industry. However, our process, our programs, and how we do things is superior to anybody else. But more so, you see results. That's the key. It's not just order processing. There's a lot more to it than just that. It's about a dynamic change in how things are completed from getting work orders from the field to us to process, and making sure that it is not only seamless but all the information is there. And it is accurate, and that comes with being efficient, and that's everything we push. I say these words: organized, accurate, efficient, all the time. But anyways, yeah, I just want to say we're getting a lot of positive feedback. It's been extremely busy for us. We're recruiting more in-house staff, more than we ever have, which is great. We're growing, we're getting busier. That's wonderful. And in no way whatsoever, no matter how busy we get, keep in mind we will never ever compromise our quality. And of course, never outsource, never farm anything out to one of those wonderful, foreign operations that I hear so many good things about. No, I don't. That's a lie. So, anyways, what I want to talk about today, and I'll try to keep it short, is where do you put your value? And what do I mean by that? What do you value more? Do you value your money more, or do you put value on quality? Because and I'll get to explaining why I'm asking this, because you have to think about it. You should be, in my opinion, and many people's opinions, putting a high value on quality. Yes, we all value our money. We all want our money to do lots of good things for us, and we want to earn it and all that. However, if you put a higher value, a higher level of value on your money versus the quality in this industry, I can guarantee you that major mistakes, major chargebacks are going to happen. If I tell people this in all my sales calls, and anybody that's talked to me knows that if you want a $5 update or even less than that, you can get it. I'm not going to point you in the direction, but they're out there. And it's all overseas. Even even I can tell right now, even the U.S. based companies that handle any type of volume or want to, they're outsourcing. Whether they disclose that or not, I can tell you right now from my experience. Keeping in mind, we've been in this industry now for well over 15 years, and the Taylor Shop's been in business for over 10. So given our history, we definitely know what we're talking about. So, but where do you put your value? In my opinion, you need to put a high value on quality, a high value on experience, a high value on organization and efficiency and fast turnaround and accuracy. That's what you need to put your value on. Now, are you going to get all that for $5? No, you're not. It's going to cost you, but you have to look at the long. You have to have a long view, and unfortunately, not only in this industry but many, a lot of guys don't have a long view. They have a very short view, and they're just looking at the dollar amounts, and they're not looking at the value of those dollar amounts and the quality you get. You know, that $5 update and most certainly could cost you $10,000 in chargebacks. If that updater in India who has no idea about property preservation, they probably don't even know how to spell it. If they make a mistake, which they do because they don't know property preservation, and that costs you a chargeback. Well, not only is your reputation damaged, but so is your pocketbook. So, yeah, I mean, where's the value lie? Now, I've told everybody, and everybody knows, we're not the cheapest, but we're the best. But our prices are very well in line with our experience and what we provide. We don't just provide updating, we provide a lot more than that. Now, I talk to a good amount of contractors, and I do my sales call, my sales pitch, and all that stuff, and explain to them, our experience and what we've done and where we've been. And they say, okay. And then I say, well, we're going to think about it and get back to you. All right, that's fine. And they do, and I'll probably follow up. Assuredly, I follow up with guys, that don't sign up with us, which is few and far between, but it does, they're out there. And most likely, I can't reach out. I can't connect with them. I reach out all the time. I always make myself available, but I can't reach them. They don't get back to me. So obviously, in my mind, I'm like, well, they're just not interested. But of course, I'll still follow up. Usually, about 95% of the time, the 6 months down the road, I get another call from that same guy. That said, hey man, I went with this, this operation, overseas operation, and they screwed up my affairs. I couldn't communicate. I couldn't reach them. I had a question. I needed to call them. They didn't answer. Or when they did, I couldn't understand them. I said, yeah, well, I told you that would happen. I predicted that. And like, okay, well, we want to sign up with Taylor Shop. We want Taylor Shop now. And that's fine. We'll take you. But in that 6 months, or whatever the time frame was, the amount of, potential losses and chargebacks that could happen is just astronomical. It could put you out of business. And if you think I'm joking, if you think I'm being dramatic, I could spin you tremendous tales about guys making hundreds of millions of dollars. That is not possible. But the guys that were making millions of dollars in this industry, with the opportunity to be extremely successful, and tanked the whole thing. Just pointed they were in the cockpit. They pointed the plane towards the ground and went nose down right into the ground and out of business. It's happened. It can happen. Too many chargebacks, too much missed stuff, insurance claims, all that can happen. Put you right out of business. So that's what I mean. Where do you put your value? If you're not putting a high value on the quality of the work that's being submitted, then for one, you're not interested in working with the Taylor Shop. I have to be bluntly honest, because I put quality number one. Our concern for quality control and making sure these updates are 100% accurate and 100% correct and turned in a timely manner, based on that all the information is there, is number one priority and will never ever be compromised. I have guys that, we have to send an order back because we're missing information or we're missing a photo. That's a necessity. That's a must have. And some guys want me to fudge it through. They want me to put a placeholder photo. Well, you can want that all you want, but we're just not going to do it because you may not put a high value on your reputation and your quality, but we at the tailor shop do. So I wouldn't even compromise that even for a client because, yes, it may get the order, gone and closed out, but if when a problem arises and a problem happens down the road from, putting a placeholder photo or something like that, yeah, then it comes back to the tailor shop because they know you're using the tailor shop. Well, I'm not willing to compromise my quality for that. I've said this numerous times. It's better to have an order be a day late and 100% correct than to fudge it, get it fudged on time, and then it gets reopened because you put a placeholder photo or you didn't, you fudged the order some way, and then it gets reopened. And now you have a reopened order. You look stupid, and now it's even later. It's going to be days late now. And it might even get reassigned because of that. Or you might get a chargeback. You're putting so much at risk. That's where your value, you have to understand your value. And accountability too. I'm not going to get in accountability in this vlog, but that's one I'm going to be talking about soon. Who's taking accountability for your situation? I work with lots of contractors, and I work with some that, you know, beside, beyond the tremendous, constructive criticism and feedback we provide, the ability to improve upon your situation, they're not willing to listen and change. If you're not willing to listen and change, it's just not going to work working with us. And I can guarantee you, you will not scale your business, you will not grow in property preservation. It's imperative that you put a high value on quality. And if you're truly looking to streamline your operation, cut your office costs, cut your payroll costs, and partner with the best, outsourcing, if you will. I hate the O word, but if you will, for all intents and purposes, if you're looking to outsource your work orders to a company that's U.S. based, only hires Americans, does not farm anything out, then obviously Tailor Shop is your answer. But if you and if you're so if you're sold on the service, you're sold on the tailor shop, but you're like, oh well, these other places are a lot cheaper. That's because they're not the tailor shop. They're not us. It's not Chuck Taylor, the guy that's been in property preservation for over 15 years, who worked at Safeguard, who's been spent years in the field, that's got more well-rounded experience than just about anybody you're going to come across. And I can guarantee you, you're not going to find anybody with the well-rounded levels of experience in this industry than us. I mean, under this roof alone, we have over 40 years of property preservation knowledge combined. Who's got that in Bangladesh? They don't have 4 hours of experience, let alone 40 plus years combined. So, yeah, if you're looking for the angle, if you're looking for the edge, well, obviously look no further than the tailor shop. This isn't meant to be a sales pitch, but this is meant for you to question where you put your value. And, yes, money's important. Yes, I understand cost but we save you money. Not only do we save you money with your payroll costs and your payroll taxes and all that kind of stuff, but we're saving you the potential loss. I'll give you a quick story that I probably told before. I spoke with a contractor, was very interested in our service, loved everything we did, was so quick to tell me he made over $4 million last year. I said, that's great, man. That's wonderful. But how much did you lose? What'd you do in losses? Because I'll be honest, I'm not interested in how much you made. I'm interested in how much you lost. And he proceeded to tell me he lost without even clearing his throat or anything. He said $250,000, $250,000 loss. I said, really? What was the cause of that? He said, in-house updaters making mistakes. I said, so your in-house people cost you $250,000 in losses? Yeah, but we did for over $4 million. I said, that's still pretty steep. I said, well, we can dramatically decrease that, if not eliminate that. because that's unheard of. It wasn't because a field guy screwing up; it was because the office screwed up, which I hear a lot. That does happen. That happens quite a bit. Um, the funny thing about that we're talking to that contractor, never signed a contract. Love what we did, but I guess he's content with losing. At this point, it's probably like $500,000 lost. I guess he's content with losing hundreds of thousands of dollars a year in potential revenue. I'm not. I'm not of that mindset. The programs that we use, the tactics, if you will, that we approach any new contractor with is to if you go on my website, it says assess, change, and growth, because it's our three-tiered plan, if you will. And if you're interested about it, I'll certainly tell you more. You just give us a call. But yeah, I mean, you need to put a high value on the quality of the work being completed. Not only the processing, but in the field as well. Because if you have a bunch of contractors, a bunch of subs out there doing half-ass work, and your updaters aren't catching it, or if they are, but they're fudging orders through to just get them gone, and then they get bounced up later. Or let me tell you about a little something that you're not going to want to have come across your path, and that's what's called a HUD demand letter. And a HUD demand letter can come well up to 5+ years after you did work on a property, and that's because HUD is so behind in their audits that when they do finally get around to auditing the property, that they might say, oh well, whoever, whatever servicer, they built it out or whatever, but you were missing this photo or that photo, or this didn't justify the cubic yards or whatever, and your servicer, your national, is gonna issue a chargeback, and there's not much you can do about it. Especially if you didn't provide the photos the first time, why would you have the photos now? It's going to be hard to defend that. I've seen large dollar HUD demand letters come. So where you think you're fudging that order through just now just to get it gone, and your client bills it out, and don't be surprised in 4 or 5 years if you get a HUD demand letter saying that they want their money back, that they paid you because they feel you didn't do the work correctly. You can't rely on other people to catch your mistakes or catch your stuff. You can rely on the tailor shop. And what I mean by other people, I mean the servicers, the clients that you're working for. Their billers and stuff just might bill it through. Hey, you're missing, you had 30 before photos, but only 4 after photos. Well, that doesn't justify. But maybe they billed it out. Maybe you figured, oh, my guy didn't take enough photos, but I don't want to send them back and this and that. And they build it out. Well, when HUD does their audits and they go through it all, your HUD demand letter can come through. And it's extremely unfortunate because all of that could have been prevented. That's what the tailor shop does. That's exactly what the tailor shop does. We eliminate the possibility for that happening under our watch. I can't be held accountable for what happened before us, but certainly under our watch, that just does not happen. So anyways, I'm going to wrap this up. But I want to definitely put that question in people's mind. Where do you put your value? What do you value more? Do you value your money more? Or do you value your the quality of workmanship more? You'd be surprised, and I want people to be honest. And I can tell you right now, if you put a high value on quality, superior customer service, and the ability to help a contractor scale his business, to grow his business profitably, and and just take whatever, you just hit their goals, whatever they are, and move forward, then I've said it before, look no further than the tailor shop. Give us a call. We can help you out. We're growing exponentially, and this year has been one of the busiest starts for any year for us, which is wonderful, and we love it. It's just great. I initially wanted to put a vlog out a week, and it just becomes harder and harder to do that. If I'm lucky, if I can get one out a month. But I'm going to be trying to put forth more effort to get more out and get you guys some more information. I thank you for watching. Do me a favor though, if you made it this far in this video, and I hope you have, subscribe to my YouTube channel that this stems from. You might go through my website to see this, that's great, but what I need you to do is I need you to subscribe to my YouTube channel so you can be alerted immediately once I post a new video, which I can tell you will be more frequent. The reason being is that because I'm going to be having some contests. I know I've said it before, but we're definitely going to be having some contests here by the time summer hits, for some free gear, some free stuff, and you're gonna want to just get some. Who doesn't like free stuff? I'm in a giving mood this year, and I want to give out some free swag and some free maybe some free locks and stuff like that, some free materials. So yeah, definitely subscribe to the YouTube channel. You'll be able to click through it by watching this video. But anyways, thanks for watching. And where do you put that value? What do you value more, your money or your quality? Because I can tell you right now, if you don't have high quality, you're not going to have a lot of money, or you're not going to make a lot of money with low quality. So you should be putting that value, that high value, on the quality of workmanship. And the only way you're going to get superior quality is by using the tailor shop. Scalability, profitability, that's what we provide. So of course, if you're interested, give us a call. Go on our website, find the number, dial the number, be happy. You made the call. All right, thanks for watching, thanks for listening, and we'll see you in the next video.